From youngsters already achieving unbelievable feats on the court to players that have shown incredible potential, these young players are the future of the NBA, especially as LeBron nears retirement. Starting off strong with LaMelo Ball of the Charlotte Hornets. Flamboyant, flashy, unique, and confident. That's how you describe the Hornet star. He was bound for greatness from the start, and his dad knew, even though he's not the only Ball playing in the NBA. Not counting the basketball here. His father, LeVar Ball, predicted that he would become the best among his brothers years before he even made it into the NBA. And like a good son, LaMelo has done nothing to disappoint. He came into the NBA with a lot of fanfare, and his rookie season tells you why. Ball averaged 15.7 points, 5.9 rebounds, 6.1 assists, and 1.6 steals per game in 51 games. Good enough to earn him the Rookie of the Year award. Since his pick in 2020, the guy has literally changed how people see the Hornets, and he made the team a must-watch with his flashy passes and deep shot-making ability. Plus, his 6'7" stature makes him even harder to guard at the point guard position. Not to mention, he was also selected for the All-Star game. Overall, Ball has everything it takes to become the league's face. From his charismatic media persona and impressive playing skills to the fact that young fans love watching him play. Speaking of someone fans love watching, this next player was the most hyped NBA prospect since LeBron himself. I'm talking about Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans. Oh, Zion, what do I say about you? The youngster was a first-round draft pick in 2019 after completely dominating the previous season at Duke. But unfortunately, he was plagued by injuries pretty early on in his career. You don't want that. His injury problem is so bad that people have compared him to Greg Oden. Ouch. However, unlike Oden, Williamson is a one-man wrecking machine when he's on the court, as proved by his 61 games last season, averaging 27 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 3.7 assists. More impressively, he managed this feat while maintaining a field goal percentage of above 61%. Williamson was heralded as the next big thing when he first entered the league. Yet, he has been hindered on the path to that prestigious title by injuries. Not to mention, there are rumors that he wants out of the Pelicans, which could be a major issue for his career. However, if Zion can stay healthy and play like his old Duke days, he'll surely take the torch from LeBron James as the next king of the court. But that's a very big if. Now, even though this next player loves his controversies, he's still got what it takes on the court, and he's none other than Grizzlies star Ja Morant. Brash, loud, and electric are all the right qualities to become a superstar, and that's exactly the case with Ja. Plus, the guy is exceptionally talented. The third-year point guard shoots over 50% from the floor and contributes 27.5 points, 5.8 rebounds, 6.7 assists, and 1.2 steals per game. Morant even made his first All-Star game this season and is a strong candidate for All-NBA first-team honors. He even has two of the most exciting games this season under his belt. I'm talking about his 52-point home game against the San Antonio Spurs, where he dunked viciously on Spurs center Jakob Poeltl, and his 46-point road game against the Chicago Bulls, where he pulled off a 360 layup on Bulls guard DeMar DeRozan. With his captivating style of play, swagger, highlight reel potential, and most importantly, his team's winning record, he has all the makings of the next face of the NBA. So long as Morant maintains his health and stops being the center of controversies, we may expect many more years of exciting high points. Speaking of exciting points, this next player dunked the king himself, and he was only 20. Yes, I'm talking about Jayson Tatum of the Boston Celtics. Since his rookie year, Jayson Tatum has made it to 2 Eastern Conference Finals, losing in both 2018 and 2020. 3 times he's been selected for the All-Star team, and he's already an All-NBA performer. Tatum is a fantastic all-around player who has developed rapidly during his NBA career. Nonetheless, he has had his 2 finest seasons recently, averaging over 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. He is tied with Boston Celtics great Larry Bird, with 5 50-point outings in his career. And Tatum's career has just started, so just imagine imagine the heights he can reach. If you're having trouble imagining that, no worries, I got you. The dude scored 50 points in Game 3 against the former Big Three of the Brooklyn Nets: Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving. That might have helped. Tatum has proved again and again that he's made for the bright lights. And not to mention, he's an exceptionally good offensive player and a strong defender. If he keeps getting better at making plays and scoring as he does, he could easily become the most popular player in the NBA. He also plays for one of the best teams in sports history, which doesn't hurt. Now, all of these players have been exceptional, but this next player is literally nicknamed the Legend. He's none other than Luka the Legend Doncic. He's been nothing short of extraordinary ever since his arrival in the Dallas Mavericks in 2018. During his sophomore year, he averaged over 27 points per game, and even as a rookie, he scored over 21 points per game. Tell me that doesn't impress you. After receiving a lot of praise in the preseason, Luka Doncic has continued to impress in the playoffs, proving that he deserves the acclaim he received upon entering the league. He has scored over 30 points per game in 2 games against the Los Angeles Clippers, a team that has 2 of the league's finest perimeter defenders in Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Not only that, since winning EuroLeague Most Valuable Player as a teenager, everyone has been calling him Luka Magic, and he has done nothing but surpass those expectations. Doncic is well liked by his peers and the media, but if he wants to be the best in the league, he has to stop arriving to the season unprepared. In 2 postseason appearances, he still hasn't advanced past the final round. Nonetheless, the Don is one of the NBA's top 10 players, and arguably the best under 25 player in the game. For him, upward movement is the only option. And since we're on the topic of upward movement, this next player has done nothing but that since his arrival. You've guessed it, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Honestly speaking, putting the Greek freak up for debate as the next face of the NBA is insulting. The press never gives him the respect or flowers that he deserves. The guy is only 27, and he's already at the peak of his professional abilities and enjoying the best seasons of his career. He has a player efficiency rating of 32.4, which speaks a lot, and is averaging 29 points per game. Not only that, Giannis is also the backbone of his team's defense. He can now make jump shots, is an athletic marvel, a beast in the paint, never complains about calls, and gives his best every game. I mean, with these qualities, what more could you want from your franchise player and possible torchbearer once LeBron James retires? Giannis is only 27 years old, but he's already an accomplished player. He has an NBA title, MVP awards, and All-Star games. Name another young player like Antetokounmpo who affects the game on both ends, is a champion, and was named Defensive Player of the Year. None. No one can say that. Not even Nikola Jokic or Joel Embiid. He is also one of only 3 players in NBA history to have won both MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. Safe to say he's the top player to be the next face of the league. And with that said, those were the young players poised to take over the NBA.